with your feet on the outside edge of the mat, and let your knees roll in together with your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. Relaxing onto your back and taking a few nice deep breaths, coming into your yoga practice. So landing in the space. Feeling the earth beneath you, supporting you in your yoga practice. Let's take a nice big deep breath in. And nice long deep breath out. Relaxing your shoulders. And connecting with the warmth under your hands and your centers of your body. Your heart center and your gut center. And checking in with yourself, noticing how you're feeling as you come into your practice, physically and mentally. So as we come into our full moon in 2 days' time, just thinking about the full moon and thinking about the effect that that has on us. As we come to the full moon, it's time to release anything that no longer serves us and invites expansion of our minds and bodies. And during the night cycle of the new moon, plant the seeds of intention to revisit again at the height of the full moon in the next cycle, so that those things might come to fruition. Let's take a square breath, so breathing in for 4, pause, and then breathing out for 4, and continue on for a few more cycles. As you do this, thinking about the intention that you want to take with you on this yoga practice today. We'll do a nice gentle asana followed by Yoga Nidra, nice relaxing restorative Yoga Nidra. Let's take 2 more long deep breaths, breathing in for 4, pausing, and then breathing out for 4. And last one. And then reach forward to your knees, hug your knees to your chest, and roll them in a circle or rock from side to side, whatever feels right for you, releasing any tension you might have in your lumbar spine and your lower back. And from here, you can either roll to one side and come to tabletop, or you can roll your body backwards and forwards, coming up. That's it. And then coming to tabletop. Opening up your hands and having your knees underneath your hips. As we inhale, lift our chest and lift our gaze, curving our back. And exhale, nod your chin into your chest, lengthening out through the spine. And just flowing through with your breath. Listening to your breath and using your breath to initiate the movement. As you inhale, lift the chest and lift the gaze. And as you exhale, nod your chin to your chest. Let's take a couple more flows. You can close your eyes if you wish. And then coming down into puppy pose. So we keep our bottom up in this towards the ceiling, but bring our elbows down to the mat. Bring our forehead down to the mat. And stretching our shoulders. Taking a few breaths here. Feeling the expansion through the chest and nice stretch through the shoulder blades. Taking a couple more breaths. And then coming back up to tabletop. Exhaling, coming back to child's pose. And inhale, coming forward, bringing the chest forward to cobra. And exhale, back to child's pose. Just flowing through, opening up through the lower back and the shoulders. And meeting back in tabletop. Bringing the right hand towards the center of the mat. Let's inhale, lift up through the left hand, opening up the chest. And then exhale, thread the needle. Bring the left hand under the right. Looking towards the right. Inhale, come back up again. Opening up through the shoulders. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, bring the left shoulder and ear down towards the mat and take the right hand forward and come into a nice stretch through the left scapula. Taking a few breaths here. Giving the shoulders a nice stretch. Take 2 more breaths. And then inhale, bring the left hand back up. Bring the left hand towards the middle of the mat. Inhale, lift the right hand, opening up the chest, looking up to the right side. And then exhale, thread the right hand under the left. Inhale, lift up. Raise your gaze, open the chest, and exhale, thread the right hand under the left. Inhale, lift up, raise the gaze, and this time we'll bring the right shoulder and ear to the mat, slide the left hand forward, and come into thread the needle on the right side. Softening your eyes, taking a few breaths here, and come back to the intention of your practice. Taking a few more breaths. And then on the next inhale, come back up to tabletop and tuck your toes under. Exhale, lift up the hips and come into downward dog, pressing your heels towards the floor. Stretching out through the back of your legs and through your shoulders. And then inhale, bring your hips forward and lift the chest up to upward dog. And exhale back to downward dog. Let's go through a few flows, warming up your body a little more. And one more. Coming into your downward dog, we're going to walk our feet wide and then walk our hands underneath our body and let the crown of your head drop down towards the mat. Bring your hands underneath your body and just let your head and your shoulders hang upside down, stretching through the lower back and stretching through the back of the legs. Taking a few deep breaths here. And then heel toe your knees, feet a little closer together. And then inhale, come up to mountain pose, lifting your arms all the way up. And exhale, folding forward. Lift your chest and lift your gaze, stretching out the back and the back of the legs. And then inhale, come back up. And exhale, folding forward. And inhale, come all the way back up. And bring your hands down to heart center. And from here, we're going to do a few stretches to the side. So let's bring our hands out to cactus. And exhale, bring the elbows together. Inhale, back out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and exhale forward. Let's go one more round. And then bring your hands above your head and let's take it from side to side. Inhale to center and exhale to the side. That's it. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side. And then come back to center, bring your hands to heart center, and we'll come to the top of our mat. And we're going to step back with the left foot and take our hands up above our head, bending the right knee into warrior one, gazing up towards the ceiling and connecting with the stretch through the left hip. Let's take a nice strong pose, take a couple of deep breaths here. And then on the next exhalation, take your right hand forward, left hand back into warrior two, keeping it nice and strong through that right leg. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then inhale, lift up the right hand, slide the left hand down the back of the left leg, reaching up, stretching through the right side of the body. And then exhale, bring the right hand down next to the right foot and lengthen out. Bring your hands, one hand on each side of the leg. This is into pyramid pose. And take a couple of breaths here, connecting with the stretch down the back of the right leg. Then take your right hand on the inside of the right foot. If you have a block, you can place a hand on the block. Lengthen out the right leg and inhale, lift up the left arm and open up the chest, looking up to the left hand to triangle pose. Feeling that stretch through the hamstrings on the right leg and opening up through the chest. Exhale, bring the left hand down and inhale, lift up the right hand into reverse triangle. And notice the stretch through the right glute. And then exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat and come back up to standing and bring both feet back to the top of the mat and we'll take it to the other side. So we're starting at the top of the mat, step back with the right foot. Inhale, bend the left knee and lift your arms up. Raise your chest and raise your gaze. Taking some nice deep breaths here and connecting with the stretch through the right hip. Nice and strong through the left leg. That's it, good. And then take the left hand forward, right hand back. Squeezing the shoulder blades, lengthening out through the arms into warrior two. Nice and strong through the left thigh. And then the next inhalation, lift up your left hand and slide the right hand down the back of your right leg and reach up to the ceiling, stretching through the left side of the body. One more breath here. And then cartwheel your hands down to the mat, bringing one hand on each side of the left foot and lengthening out the left leg into pyramid pose. Taking a few breaths here and coming back to the intention of your practice, connecting with the stretch through the left hamstring. One more breath. And then place the left hand on the inside of the left foot. If you have your block, you can use your block. Inhale, lift up the right hand, opening up through the chest, looking up towards the right into triangle pose. Taking a couple of stretches here, nice deep breaths. And on the next exhalation, bring the right hand down to the mat and you can place it on the block and inhale, lift up the left hand into reverse triangle. And then bring the left hand back to the mat, walk the right foot forward, coming into a forward bend. A few breaths here. You might like to place your fingers underneath your toes. And then inhale, come back up to standing, bring our hands to heart center, just softening our eyes, coming back to our breath and back to the intention of our practice. Okay, and then release, give your legs and arms a little shake. And let's do a little bit of balancing. So we're going to open up the toes on the right foot and move our hips in a circle, connecting to the anchor points under the right foot. And then let's pick up the left leg and bring it to the side. So we're coming into a tree pose. You can have the left foot either below the knee or above the knee, whatever's comfortable for you. Bring your knee out to the side and then bring your hands up to heart center. And let's inhale and lift our hands up into a circle. Thinking about the shape of the moon. Inhale as you lift up and exhale as you bring it down. Let's go one more. And then release, give your leg a little shake. Take it to the other side. So opening up the toes on the left foot and moving your hips in a little circle. And lifting the right foot up next to the left leg. Bring your hands to heart center. Take the knee out to the side. Find your drishti point to help you with your balance. And then let's go into our full moon circles again. Inhale as we lift our arms up. And exhale as we bring it back down. Let's do a couple more. Just keeping your eyes on the drishti point. And one more circle. Well done. Give that a little shake. From here, we're going to go into a lizard pose. So we'll come down to a downward dog, first of all. And then we're going to take our left foot forward and bring it next to our left hand. And the right knee can be up or on the mat. It's your choice, whatever feels right for you. So we're opening up through the hip area. And you can stay here if you wish, or you can move your hips in a little bit of a circle. Just feel that hip opening. And then lifting up the left hand and looking up towards the left hand. So you can, from here, you can have your right foot on the mat, or you can lift it up. Let's take a couple of breaths here. And then exhale, bring the left hand back down to the mat. Bring your right knee down to the mat. Take the left leg back, and then take the right foot forward. Make sure you've got enough room. So bring the right foot forward to the right hand. So you can either have your left knee on the mat or left knee up, whichever works for you. And then when you're ready, lifting up the right hand and opening up, looking up towards the right side. That's it. So nice deep stretch through the right glute and opening up through the left hip and the right hip and the chest. Taking a couple breaths. And then bring the right hand down to the mat, drop the left knee, and coming back to all four, and then roll onto your back, hug your knees up to your chest. And just rolling your hips in a circle, releasing any tension you have in the lumbar spine. And then dropping the right foot to the mat and crossing the left leg across the front of the right. And we're going to hug that up to our chest into reverse pigeon. You might be able to reach through and wrap your hands around the right thigh or the right shin, depending on how you feel on this side. Noticing the deep stretch through the left glute. Relaxing your upper back and your head down to the mat. Taking a couple of breaths. And then release your hands and bring your right foot down to the mat. Keep the left leg crossed. Reach up with your right hand to that left knee and draw the knee across to the right side and bring your left hand straight out from your shoulder. So you're coming into a twist to the right side, noticing a nice deep stretch down the left side of your body. So anyone with any stiffness in the lower back, this will really help. And just relax into it. On each exhalation, allow that knee to go a little more to the right. Keeping your shoulders as close to the ground as you can. You get a nice stretch through your chest as well. One more breath. And then release your hand from the knee. Bring both knees back to center. And cross them the other way. Bring the left foot down to the mat. Cross the right leg across. And then reach up. And draw your right knee towards your chest, and you can reach through the gap in your legs to the left thigh or the left shin, and relaxing your upper back and your head back to the mat. Come back to your breath, and on each exhalation, draw the legs and the knees into your chest a little more, connecting with the stretch through the right glute. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then release your hands, bring the left foot down to the mat. Take your left hand to the right knee and swing the right knee across to the left side. As you gaze to the right and have your right hand straight out from your shoulder. So you're coming into a nice twist to the left side, but you can feel it all the way down your right side of your body. And taking some nice deep stretches here. On each exhalation, allow your body to relax a little more into the twist. One more breath. And then release your hand from your knee, swing both knees back to center, uncross them and hug it up to your chest, rinsing out your spine from all the twists. Bringing your feet down to the mat, heels close to your buttocks, hands, palms down on the mat, and inhale, lift up into bridge pose. Bring your hands underneath your body and clasp them together and shuffle your shoulders a little bit closer together, lifting up, bringing your chest to your chin, squeezing the buttocks and pushing through the heels. Let's take a few breaths here. Rinsing out our back into a backward bend after all the twisting and all the forward bends. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then release your hands. Slowly lower your back down to the mat. Hug your knees up to your chest again. And from here, we'll go into our legs up position. So you might like to have your legs up a wall or a piece of furniture, or come into a shoulder stand or a supported legs up, whatever feels right for you today. As you inhale, lift the legs up. If you're in a shoulder stand, using your hands at your hips to support yourself and move your elbows a little closer together. Moving your ankles in a circle, giving your legs a little shake so they feel nice and light. Coming back to the breath. And then taking your feet out wide. Then bring the soles of your feet together with your knees out wide, like a butterfly. And then inhale, lift the feet back up towards the ceiling. And if you're in a shoulder stand, you might like to bring the feet over your head towards the floor behind you. And release your hands from your hips. Bring the palms down to the mat into plow pose. Take a couple more breaths here. And then on the next inhalation, slowly lower your spine down to the mat and come into a nice comfortable position for your savasana. You might like to just roll your hips from side to side, releasing any tension in your back. In your savasana, you might like to have your knees bent or have a support underneath your knees. If you have a pillow, an eye pillow or a blanket, you might like to cover yourself up with that. Get really nice and comfortable. Take 3 deep, relaxing breaths. That's it, getting yourself nice and warm. Okay, as we move into our Yoga Nidra, try to remain awake by listening to the sound of my voice. And you'll be asked to move your awareness to various bodily sensations, emotions, and images. Try not to concentrate too intensely, as this may prevent you from relaxing. During this meditation, please use and absorb what you need in the moment and leave the rest behind. If the mind becomes overactive with thoughts and worries, just come back to the sound of my voice. Become aware of any sounds that you can hear in this moment. Nothing else but what you can hear without strain. Begin to focus on the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing radiate outward, searching out these distant sounds and following them for a few moments. Move your attention from sound to sound without labeling the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds outside your building, to sounds inside your building, to sounds inside your room. Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls of your room, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Visualize your body lying on the floor, the position of your body, your clothes, your hair, your face. Become acutely aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Become aware of your natural breath. Become aware of your natural and spontaneous breath that moves in and out of your body without any effort. The natural breath flows in through both nostrils. Notice the feeling of the breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. There is a sense of coolness as you inhale the breath. Follow this feeling into your nose, your sinuses, the back of your throat, into your lungs. There is a sense of warmth as you exhale the breath. Feel this warmth on your upper lip as you breathe out. The natural breath flows through both nostrils during the inhale and the exhale. Allow your breath to become longer and slower. Take a long, slow inhalation, followed by a longer, slower exhalation. Make your exhale even slower. Notice the slight pause after the exhale. Slow inhale, even slower exhale, and pause. Feel the urge to breathe bubble up inside you. When you need to inhale, please do so. A long, slow inhale. Longer, slower exhale. And then pause where the body is neither breathing in nor out. Please continue breathing in this way. And now go back to your natural, easy breath, releasing any control over the inhale or the exhale. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. At this moment, you should make your resolve. The resolve should be a short, positive statement in simple language. Try to discover one naturally. Please state your resolve clearly and with awareness 3 times. The resolve you make during Yoga Nidra plants the seed in the fertile soil of your mind to bring about transformation and healing. Also say to yourself, I'm practicing Yoga Nidra. I'm awake and relaxed. We'll now begin a systematic journey of sensory awareness throughout the body. We'll move your awareness to different parts of your body as soon as you hear them named. Please say the name of the part to yourself and feel that part of your body, but do not move any part. The practice begins on the right side. Right side, thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of your hand, back of your hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, side of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of your hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of your foot, top of your foot, big left toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now go to the back of the body, right heel, left heel, right calf, left calf, right thigh, left thigh, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, the entire spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the hand, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, middle of the eyebrows, right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, the pelvic floor, the whole right leg, whole left leg, whole right arm, whole left arm, the whole face, the whole head, the whole torso, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Now imagine the whole body becoming light, as though your body could float away from the floor toward the ceiling. The head is light and weightless. The limbs are light and weightless. The torso is light and weightless. The whole body is light and weightless. You're rising higher and higher away from the floor. Imagine your body becoming heavy. Feel the heaviness in all parts of the body. Each part is becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. The head is heavy. The limbs are heavy. The torso is heavy. The whole body is heavy. So heavy that it's sinking down into the floor. Awaken the experience of cold in the body, the experience of chilly cold. Imagine being outside in winter without enough clothing. You feel this chill permeate your entire body. Now allow the sensation of warmth to spread throughout the entire body. Remember the feeling of heat in summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. You feel heat radiating onto your skin, heat all around the body. Recollect this experience of anxiety, intense anxiety and worry. Feel this stress in your mind and body, but do not concentrate on its source. Create the experience of anxiety as clearly as possible. And now allow the feeling of complete calm to envelope you. Manifest the experience of calm in your entire mind, body, and emotions. You are relaxed and aware. You're completely calm. Begin to concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. Imagine before you a transparent screen as though you're at the movie theater. The screen is as high and as wide as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this mind screen and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Colors, patterns, and light. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become involved. Practice detached awareness only. If any subtle images make themselves known, simply notice them without directing the images. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now a number of different things will be named, and you should envisage them on the level of emotion, memory, and imagination as best you can. Jump from image to image as soon as you hear it. A red desert, Buddha meditating, a good night's rest, full moon, your reflection in a mirror, foggy morning, sun shining overhead, a bouquet of flowers, tall tree, receiving help from others, cool, clear water, a relaxing afternoon, laughing with friends, a warm embrace, a burning candle, temple on a mountain, path in the woods, vibrant sunset, taking a deep breath. Cat stretching. A beautiful garden path. Your favorite song. The sound of my voice. Your body laying on the floor. It's now time to repeat your resolution. Please repeat the same statement made at the beginning of the practice 3 times mentally now. Come back to the feeling of your breath flowing in and out of your nostrils. Maintain your awareness of the breath, and at the same time, develop your awareness of your physical body. Your body is relaxed and lying on the floor. Feel the container of your skin and the clothes and the props that are touching you. Notice the heaviness of your body as it rests on the floor, and take your awareness into all points that are touching the floor. The back of your heels, thighs, buttocks, shoulder blades, arms, hands, head. Do not open your eyes yet, but visualize the surrounding room. Imagine where you are in your room and the other objects that are around you. Lie quietly until you feel you're ready to move. Start by slowly moving your hands and your feet. Take your time, there's no hurry. When you're sure that you're fully awake, gently open your eyes and please roll over to your right side. And stay on your right side for a few more moments. Use your hands to press yourself up from the floor and let your head come up last. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. And let's bring our hands to our forehead for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words, and to our heart for a kind heart. Namaste. Thank you for being here today, raising your own vibration and raising all of our vibrations and also everybody around us. How's everyone feeling?
Great, thank you.
Good, excellent.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.